Hello and welcome. Welcome to session 7 of the Journey Within. I'm author Sonya Zappone. I'm a registered yoga teacher and the author of The Hero's Journey Inwards, The Ego's Journey to the Soul. This is about finding your true purpose, becoming your best self, and this is about turning your struggles into an adventure. So, welcome. I just want to read the welcome of my book. If you haven't picked it up, it's available on Amazon. It's Welcome to a Path, a Spiritual Quest of Self and Soul. Welcome to the ego's journey to the soul. This book is a spiritual lens through which to see the universal spiritual path that lies before each one of us. It's a quest of self and soul. There are many paths that can be found in various religions, helping us attempt to individually and collectively reach knowledge, wisdom, power, and peaceful living. If a spiritual path simply means a path of finding truth, then you are a truth seeker seeking to know who you really are and what's the purpose of your life. We are journeying, quote unquote, through journaling using introspection, meditation, and self observation. This book is it's spirituality for you, for any century, for all the centuries. It has the potential to engage everyone through shared commonality and simplicity. The bare bones ideas here are for you to be able to grasp, comprehend, and practice changing your mindset, outcomes, and eventually your entire life. To get the full benefits of this book, you are asked to use your imagination. You are called to visualize this transformative journey taking place in the world behind your eye. You might imagine the ego as the brave knight or warrior self, and the soul, your soul, as the sacred treasure to be gained on this quest. There is power in seeing symbolically, and you are tasked with making the connections to the steps and stages of the hero's journey as a way to relate the experiences and find your way. We have to bring forth the ego into our view and awareness so it doesn't destroy us. A journal entry. We live in a paradox of both light and dark, good and bad, that having descriptive terms and ideas can help us to sort things out. The ego will be described as fear-based thoughts, feelings, whereas the soul will be represented in representations of love-based thoughts, feelings, and actions, etc. These are parts of our whole self, but know that these are really in one container, us, as we strive to become one with ourselves. Our mission is to combine them in balance and harmony so that they all serve each other, contributing in a positive way to our whole self, the inner self. More than this gargantuan task, we strive to feel connected to a universal oneness, a universal consciousness after connecting to ourselves first. You may wonder what this universal consciousness is, which is good. This shows you are open-minded and curious. This makes you now a seeker of truth. This interest will launch you onto a spiritual path, so welcome. Welcome to the hero's journey inwards. I have a quote here from Socrates: to know thyself is the beginning of wisdom. We are searching for this wisdom within. This is a self-help workshop. This means you do self-work. And I love this quote by Carolyn Mace: life is about going from external chaos to internal guidance. So something is up for you. If you're watching this webinar, you're going through something, and I'll show you the ego's journey to the soul map so that you know where you are on the map. You might not know what your next steps are. You might be already taking them, but you need reinforcement. The key is to access your soul for guidance. This quest is about asking questions and finding answers. Who am I and what is the purpose of my life? I love this quote by Lewis Carroll: if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. So it's important to know where we're going, which is why session 5, if you haven't seen the first 6 sessions, go back and make a personal soul mission statement. So, for this hero's journey inwards, we have to understand what we're working with, the inner self, because self actualization, one of the grails on this quest, is the realization of your full potential, what you can become, and hopefully it's the hero that you need. If we took a spiritual path inwards, we're journeying through our consciousness to raise our consciousness. So, how do you dive into the unknown and raise your awareness? Well, one of the keys I'm giving you through transformational journaling is journaling. So, let's go into some images that you'll find in the book. And this is how you raise awareness. You're becoming more aware. So, this is everything you're unaware, the dark spot. And here's the light. This is where you start off. But as you make progress and you're sitting in meditation, you're journaling, you're sharing, you're becoming more conscious of what's inside of you. That darkness, there's more light inside of you than darkness because you're more aware. So this is the progress that you can make in the mind, and that's what your mission is, to make this progress. Now, as you are on your journey past, starting the self work and going out in life and living, you will have lessons to learn. So the question is, what lesson are you learning right now? You can pause this and write that down. Or what lesson are you learning over and over? So sometimes you go around and around, but as my spiritual mentor said, you go up a little bit. It's a spiral staircase. You're getting to a higher elevation where you can see the bigger picture. You're not just down on the ground still. You know a little bit more about yourself, about the problem. So what lesson are you learning? You can pause and write that now. These are some of the identified ego's journey to the soul steps. What steps can we take to become a hero? Well, we're down here. So if you need to go back to this first session, I encourage you to understand the different struggles within. We are down in completing the mission and leaving our mark and legacy on the world. So you might require a push and celebrate your success, victories from small battles, and recognize any achievements that you're making. And the last one is to be a hero, be authentic, be you, and save yourself and the world. So I have session 7 transformational journaling exercises as bring things to completion. So maybe you have to make a list of what do you need to do to bring whatever your mission is to completion, even if it requires a push. Celebrate your victories. Maybe make a list of your accomplishments for this journaling and see what you've done in the past year, 5 years, 10 years. You write those down. And the last step, to be the hero or heroine that you need and the world needs. So I often talk about the completion process. So if there was a death and then a resurrection, you want to, when you resurrect and you bring that light back on that final step of this journey, this you'll see the wheel. You do want to celebrate that final coming back. So course, there's meetings of the mentors, there's tests, there's humbling of the ego, there's death of a fully egoic self, where the new self and you've connected to the soul, and you're going to bring the light of the soul back, make the return, bring that heroic light back, use that heroic mission, and be masters of both worlds. So you are a transformed version of you in this ego's journey to the soul. So you are making this return and you have to come back to complete the mission. Join me on your journey on Facebook, and remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos. You can pick up my book. It's available on paperback and Kindle. I have a free blog and an email list, and look for future Heroes Journey Inwards groups. Become the hero that you've been waiting for. Be you and change the world. And remember to turn your struggles into an adventure. Watch videos 1 through 6 in order and do those transformational journaling exercises. So this is where you're diving down, going in, and then sharing them. And that's what we will do in our group. Take a look at this. See the hero's journey. The hero goes out. There is a separation, there is a struggle, and there is a return. So, of all the steps, you want to know that you will separate, which you can do by going to your journal and blocking out the outside world. You will struggle. You will out the ego, vent the ego right from the soul, which might have a totally different view on the same situation. And you're going to want to bring the light of the soul back. So please pick up your pen, pause this, and start your transformational journaling. If you are not at this step, go back to watch videos 1 through 6 and do those transformational journaling exercises. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in some groups or some other free webinars where I do some readings from the daily reader that I'm working on, or some poems to bring you down deep into your soul. Thank you so much for watching.